We're going to have a tea. It was our first day and we decided to start it with a cup of Turkish tea. We went to a place we truly love. It's actually our third time visiting Istanbul and we keep coming back to that place because it's so cozy and the guy who serves tea and Turkish coffee is incredibly friendly. We just sat there for a while, enjoying our moment. After that, we wandered around our neighborhoods. We were staying near Taksim Square, which is a really great location with everything close by, right in the heart of Istanbul. Later, we crossed the Galata Bridge, wanting to explore the other side of the Bosphorus. On our way, we spotted a guy making some little pastries we had never tried before. We decided to give them a shot, and they turned out to be super sweet and oily, but honestly, we kind of loved it. After that, we made our way back to our neighborhood and stumbled upon a coffee shop. It's actually part of a chain here in Istanbul, but we were craving coffee, so we decided to give it a try. The coffee was okay, nothing special, but it did the job. And that's where our first day came to an end. Istanbul is honestly one of my favorite cities when it comes to cafes and food, and I don't just mean Turkish spots. The city is full of great places and I wanted to share my top 3. First up is Nore, easily my number 1. It's a cafe that serves food and coffee with a Scandinavian style breakfast. During this trip, Matt was celebrating his birthday and we started the day at Nore, and everything we ordered was amazing and it just set the perfect tone for the day. Next is Harman. They've got 2 locations in the city and both are really cool, very chill, kind of a younger vibe. I had black coffee there and it was actually great. One spot's a small cozy cafe and the other one is more like a pop-up collaboration with a sportswear brand. Also, they sell these tiny little lighters. Obviously, I bought one. Super cheap and such a fun little thing to take home. And last, the third spot I found totally by accident. I just stopped in for a filter coffee and ended up loving this place. It's on this cool little street full of cafes and random gems, not far from Harman actually. The space is super minimal and the barista was so sweet and smiley. If you're into cafes with a more European feel, all 3 are a must. Also, on Matt's birthday, we decided to go to the Prince Islands. We have never been there before, so it felt like the perfect occasion. We bought tickets and hopped on a ferry. Honestly, ferries as public transportation are one of my favorite things about Istanbul. We grabbed some simits and Turkish tea and enjoyed the ride. It took about an hour and a half to get there. Once we arrived, we headed straight for some Turkish food. I had this dish with eggplant, cheese, and minced meat, so simple and so good. After that, we took a walk around the island, wandered to the beach, and I collected a few seashells. Then came one of best decisions ever. We rented some bikes. It was super cheap, something like 100 liras per hour, and the best part is that you can ride around the whole island, soaking in the sun and views. On the way back, we caught the most beautiful sunset from a ferry. Such a peaceful end to a really special day. Let's talk about flea markets. That day we went to the Ferikoy Bazaar. Not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but anyway, it's one of those places where you can find literally anything from postcards, dishes, and books to lamps, chairs, and pins. Basically anything you can think of. Prices are pretty decent. From what I've read online, the market is only open on specific days. We went on a Sunday and it was open, but I'd still recommend double checking before you go. I really wanted to buy this one poster, but it turned out to be a bit pricey, so I passed. Instead, I ended up getting this little book. I have no idea what it's about. It's half in French, half in Turkish, but I like the cover, so I went for it. Another place I really liked was this little bookstore with pre-owned books. I'm such a fan of spots like that. I love picking up small random books while traveling just to have something special from the trip. I'm not even sure if this place is well known. I have never heard about it before. It was like a totally random find. The vibe inside was super calm and peaceful. One of those quiet corners you want to stay in for a while. On our last day of the trip, we suddenly realized we haven't been to the biggest mosque in the country. So we quickly looked up the route. It turned out to be quite far from the city center, but honestly, it was totally worth it. The views from up there are just incredible. You can see the bridges, the city, and if you time it right, you'll catch an amazing sunset. There's also a little park nearby where you can grab some tea, snacks, and stuff like that, so we ended up spending really good and peaceful time there. The mosque itself is huge and absolutely beautiful. And last but not least, the Museum of Modern Art. The cool thing is, if you're under 24, the entrance is completely free, so you can enjoy everything without spending a single lira. It was our first time there, and honestly, we kind of liked it, even though we didn't fully understand what was going on. It was just nice to look at, very visually inspiring, I would say. There's also a bookstore inside with a great selection of books from all over the world, so if you're under 24, definitely go.